A very good evening and thanks for clicking on to the Boxing Day edition of Vogan's European Outlook. Storm Bella is moving in over the course of the next 24 hours. We've had an awful lot of rain already, and it looks as if we're going to see more rain as well as strong winds as well. Across southern parts of England and Wales, we've got an amber warning in place, gusts in excess of 80 miles an hour possible, and this could cause some travel disruption as well as some local damage also. It's actually in the wake of Storm Bella that we do have increasingly cold temperatures, and that precipitation will change over readily to snow, especially from about 200 metres upwards. But as the cold air digs in during the overnight period tonight, rain will turn to snow even to lower levels, and we may even see some parts of the Highlands waking up to a decent covering come dawn tomorrow morning. So looking at the GFS, or in fact this is the ECMWF map, we'll skip through the sequence here. You can see the heavy precipitation falling as snow over the Highlands, but across Northern England, across Wales, Northern Ireland and the Republic, we could see 1 or 2 inches of rain falling in a fairly short space of time, and very windy across the board. But it's as that main frontal system moves south, so in comes the cold air, and we could see some significant snowfall even in high level road routes across Scotland over the course of tomorrow generally. And then as we go through the day, we've got further heavy, frequent wintry showers, even falling down as low as sea level, and that is certainly worth keeping in mind. And then, of course, you increase the ice risk as well. We've got another secondary little feature here, a circulation, a new area of low pressure developing over the northwestern half of Scotland. This is into the afternoon tomorrow, and that should increase the snowfall across northwestern parts of Scotland overall. So, certainly a lot of interesting weather to come over the course of tonight and through tomorrow, and even in the next day. The chance of snowfall increases across more southern parts. We could see parts of Northern Ireland, especially above 150 meters, falling as snow. But also across parts of North Wales, we could see significant snowfall from this system, and then even into the Midlands and the southeast of England over the course of Monday evening in particular. That increases the chance. You can see here as we go into the period. So this is the 20th, this is Monday at 1800 hours, and you've got the southeastern part of England where we need to watch out for some snowfall and disruption here. But the overall emphasis will be on cold conditions as we go through the week. Let's have a look at the Europe North Atlantic look, and as we skip through the sequence here, you can see that area of low pressure sinking southwards over the North Sea. We've got the development of that new feature during the course of tomorrow evening across northwestern Scotland. High pressure over the North Atlantic, of course, pushing northwards into Greenland, and of course with high pressure to the west, low pressure to the east southeast. We've got a feed of northerly winds here. So the air, yes, is cold. It's a modest brand of cold though. It's not intense cold air, hence why there is going to be a mixture of rain, sleet and snow down the low levels. But generally speaking, it's going to be a cold week, it's going to be a windy week with frequent showers falling, all in the way of rain, sleet, snow, even some hail mixed in as well. So you continue to see the isobars follow those lines of equal pressure, they point all the way up to the north here. So we're going to continue to drag in our cold air from the north. Having a look at the 850 millibar temperatures, we'll skip back to the current period. Of course, we lose that mild air. The cold air digs in the wake of Storm Bella's cold front, and then we kind of see more cold air pulling in the wake of that system into the UK. Like I say, you can see here that the blues are relatively light over the British Isles over the next 24 hours, but we do get a mix of some colder air coming in pulses over the British Isles through the course of tomorrow here. So certainly there is a lot of talk, of course, about sudden stratospheric warmings and whatnot. And yes, that is very much on the cards, but the current weather that we're seeing at the moment is nothing to do with the sudden stratospheric warming event. That comes into the first week of January, where we could see a major flip, and of course the reversal of winds from westerly to easterly as we go through the course of January's opening week. The colder that follows that event would in fact come probably towards the middle part of January. So the cold weather that we've got at the moment, yes, is associated with a negative Arctic oscillation, but generally speaking, that is a feature that is going to influence our weather into the new year. So looking quickly at the UK snowfall over the next few days, we can see here, of course, the big amount seen by the ECMWF over the west and northwest Highlands of Scotland here. As we go through the period here, you can start to see the snowfall picking up across Wales, across parts of the southwest, and then indeed we start to see that snow over the southeastern portion of the country as well, over the British Isles. This is out to 3 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon, the 29th. So certainly some areas will see winter this week. There's no doubt about that. Feeling cold particularly at night. Any clear skies and snow-covered ground, we could see temperatures in the north drop down to as low as -10 in the coming nights. That's it for today. Hope you have a great day. Back in the next few days with more. Bye for now.